Good morning, I'm John Walker, and I'm here with Virginia Haley, who is the president of the Sarasota Convention and Visitors Bureau. Virginia, what kind of career opportunities do you think there are for students who may be interested in a career in tourism and hospitality in the Convention and Visitors Bureau?
Well, they are so varied. And as someone who did not come from a pure tourism background, I think I carry the torch for talking about what a great industry this is. I'm a political science major. I came from a political background. And I think in most cases, you do need to have an understanding and be willing to be aware of political situations. You need to understand the context of what's going on with local events in your community to really be on the destination management side of the business, so you understand how we fit into the overall economy. But you look at the jobs in a CVB, you have the need for finance, for bookkeeping. You know, we are dealing with public dollars, so how they're handled is very, very important. In our case, we have a visitor center. Most communities have visitor centers. We work with volunteers. So if you enjoy working with people and directing volunteers and getting non-paid employees and training them, that's a wonderful position. We have someone who thinks she has the best job in the world doing that. We do a lot of community outreach. So we have people whose jobs are really being out there in the community and working with the other businesses and building partnerships. Marketing positions, creating the marketing plans, working with the research companies, the advertising agency, public relations, working with journalists, and that's a job that's changed. You know, obviously we spend a lot of time online looking at what people are blogging about and interacting online with those very important, influential online sources. And we also have people who work with sports. Sports is a very important market with us, and that's a whole specialty segment of our marketing.
Anything in the event management area?
Event management in our case is split between several positions. I'd say there's no one here who does not do event management. I mean, it is a part of all of our positions. For instance, within public relations, and some of our market research showed that we needed to create a greater awareness of Sarasota as a culinary destination. So we created a restaurant week event here in Sarasota. So we have the public relations team working on it. We have our community outreach team working with the restaurants, selling the concept. Our marketing people are going out and obviously creating promotions and giveaways. So really the whole team gets involved with the events management.
Is it true to say the kind of activities that you're dealing with, other convention and visitor bureaus across the country would be doing something fairly similar?
I'd say very, very similar. I'd say the one area you'd see in other CVBs that we do not have, and that is the convention part of CVB. Our community here in Sarasota does not have a convention center. So we tend to have smaller meetings, small corporate meetings, association meetings. Many CVBs have a huge number of staff devoted to both recruiting convention business and servicing them. So when you have those very large groups coming to town, you have people working on activities and side trips. So that's a whole division that we don't have here. There is a perception that could not be farther from the truth that tourism is about low-wage jobs. And that's not true. It is an entry point for working for many people. Tourism is a great industry to provide someone their very first working experience, either a high school student, a new immigrant to the United States, someone new to the workforce. Yes, we have entry-level jobs, but there is no industry that provides that wide open opportunity to become a general manager of a hotel years down the road, giving you opportunities to go back to school to learn. So I think that's the upside, you know, being able to show your local community the tremendous jobs that exist in tourism is very, very important. The rewards are, I think, twofold. Number one, when I look at the people who work in my industry and I see the bellman at one of my hotels has just bought a new house, that, you know, the gal who works in the sales office, her daughter just got married after graduating from school. You look at the jobs and the careers and the families that people have been able to enjoy because of this industry. It's very satisfying. And then from the other point, I just came back from a trip and was on the plane next to someone on their way to Sarasota for their vacation, and they were so excited, and they've been planning on it for months and really looking forward to it. And you know, that part of it is great. Helping people create those vacation memories is wonderful.
What kind of suggestions do you have for students who may be interested in a career in hospitality and tourism?
There are so many entry points and so many ways you could go. I really wish someone had talked to me about tourism when I was in high school. I really, you know, I don't remember at that time, back in the olden days, that it was really offered as a career option, which was such a disservice. You know, I think you thought of tourism back in those days as being an airline stewardess or a travel agent. And I think that you can look at advertising, you can look at market research. Travel has adopted every aspect of technology, every aspect of social networking, the online virtual world. If you are a people person, you know, the opportunities in marketing and public relations, travel journalism, there's no end to the opportunities.
Virginia, we're asking this question of everybody. What has been your most embarrassing moment?
The most embarrassing moment? I guess I have to pick the top one. There's definitely been more than one occasion. I'd say the biggest one was in proofing an item, a little insert postcard item. And you know, you're merrily rolling along, got the proof from the ad agency, looks great, didn't miss that in the body of the article it had Sarasota misspelled. That is a very embarrassing thing. And I paid for the reprint out of my own pocket because until this moment, no one knows it happened. I wanted those gone, destroyed, put away, because of course I went back to see who proofed that, who okayed that. Their heads are going to roll, and there was my little signature on the proof. So I did my best to redo it so no one would know about it. And believe me, anytime I'm looking at any of these ads, you can be assured I've gone letter by letter through. And you know, that's true with this business. You see the big picture, but you've got to pay attention to those little details. You know, you can't let those slip by you.